In this video, I'll be showing you how to access your voicemail and use its settings through the user portal. We're going to start by logging into the user portal. And we'll navigate to our voicemail menu tab and click Mailbox. Now we'll see a list of voicemails that we have already received and the caller ID, name, and number associated with it. So in this example, we have two voicemails that were left by local extensions, denoted by 201 and extension 200. And if they were external callers, we would see that here as well, the external caller ID. Now it's the date and time received, which mailbox we received it in case we have access to more than one, the duration, and the ability to play. This will actually prompt a download so you can download the voicemail file in WAV format to your local drive. So if we click a voicemail, we have a few options that we can do here. We're going to start with, we can check it as read and we can check it as unread, similar to an email. We also have the ability to move the voicemail into a folder for better organization. And finally, we can forward this voicemail to another user on the system here. If we want to access previously organized voicemails, we can switch folders just by going to the top here and accessing those voicemails from there. You can also access your voicemail through your handset by typing in the voicemail extension, which will be given to you by your admin and should be in your favorites section as well. In this case, it is 898 to access voicemail. And you can go through the prompts using your PIN and retrieve your voicemail that way if you prefer. So let's head over to the voicemail options and see what we can do from here. So this is where we'll set up our greetings under the recordings tab. And you can see that I've already set up a main greeting. There's a system default full name greeting and vacation. So the system default full name greeting is the default, and it's going to play your full name when you're unavailable or on the phone. And you can just hover over the little help notepad here and it's going to explain to you exactly what this does. If you don't have your full name recorded onto the system, Switchvox will read your extension digits to the caller. I've also got a recording set up for when I'm on vacation, and I've overridden the system default of reading out my name or my extension with my actual main greeting. I can always click to edit, change the name in the description, download it, or delete it. Now for the full name, by default you'll see the system default extension information, and by default Switchvox will read out your extension. So if you don't have your full name set up for voicemail, in the voicemail Switchvox will read your extension digits instead of playing your name as you would record it. Now, if someone accesses the company directory, Switchvox will read the letters of your first and last name. Again, if you haven't replaced the default with your name. And we can do either of these by clicking Create Recording. And we're going to choose, are we recording our full name? So it says, Matthew Martin is not available, opposed to spelling out my name or my digits. And greeting would be for the voicemail, hi, sorry I missed you, I'll call you back as soon as I can, and so on. So I can set a name for that here, a description, and how I want to record this. So record over the phone means that the Switchvox will call the extension of my choice, and I'll be able to record the audio prompt on the phone and have it saved that way. Now the extension I want the system to call me on to do that recording over the phone will be specified here. So I've got my extension 100, but I can also choose another extension that I own, perhaps on a soft phone or a mobile device, or I can choose, in this case, another colleague. Now when you're ready to have the system call you to do the recording, you can just click Ring Extension, record over the phone, follow the prompts, and it's going to save. Now the second recording option is the file upload. I can just click File to upload, click in the box, and upload it from my local drive. Now down here we've got the default unavailable and the default busy greeting. So instead of saying that I'm not available or I'm busy at this time based on the status I've chosen from either my soft phone or the switchboard, I can make this my unavailable greeting, my busy greeting, both, or I could just have it as my primary greeting and leave those unchecked. Now we can move over to the Greeting Rules tab, and depending again on the status I choose, either through the switchboard or through my soft phone that determines my availability, I can have different greetings that play to callers based on that status. So by default, we have anytime we play the main greeting for unavailable and busy, and I can edit this and change the greeting for both unavailable and busy. Here's a look at the vacation mode setup. So when my status changes to extended away vacation at any time of the day, I have a special greeting called vacation that I've uploaded from the recordings tab and denoted that here. Now, extended away vacation, this is a status along with the other statuses that I can set through switchboard, or again from my soft phone here, I can click up in the top right corner as I'm available now. I can go down to extended away vacation, and this particular greeting rule will be in effect. You can obviously click create greeting to go ahead and replicate these time frames for any such status. Now moving over to the voicemail notifications, when we have voicemail sent by email, I can actually specify more than one email address to receive a copy of that. And I can set up additional over here by clicking create. Delete local copy. Now that'll mean once the voicemail has been forwarded to emailed, we want to keep it locally on the system as well, which would allow you to later retrieve it by let's say your handset or off of the system. And we may choose to say delete because we want to be conscientious about our voicemail box file size settings, and that will be determined by your administrator how much storage space you have and whether it's important to keep those on the system or not. Notification templates. This is a way for you to customize the emails that you receive based on a set of variables. And very quickly, if we want to create a custom template, you can see here it's a customized message, and you've received a message from, in this case, the caller ID of the caller, the mailbox, and to download it here. And these are a list of the variables that you can insert and create your own template should you feel the desire to do so. The last tab here is forwarding. We've got voicemail forwarding turned on in this case, and we've got a send to all opposed to round robin, which means go down the list based on their availability. And in this case, we're again sending it to everyone to the demo group. And if we want to add different groups or additional groups, we would click the search icon here and choose the group. And we've just got demo, which is comprised of 6 team members here. So everyone will receive a copy of that voicemail. Delete on forward, same as previous. Delete that message after it's been forwarded off of the system to save space. So that'll do it for accessing your voicemail box and how to set up and configure some of the voicemail settings. Thanks for joining me. I'll see you in the next user guide.